Well, here is today, probably today and tomorrow's little project. So I've got some brush to burn and clean up, some stumps to bury, and then some of these logs I'm going to kind of separate them out because the guy that owns this land wants to keep some of them for firewood. So this is where I hauled off the brush. Probably a mile down the road is where that big slab house is at. So I brought all the brush and the trees and everything here from that, and then he already had some of that. The really dead stuff was already here, and then I think he's been adding in like this end line right here, so not all of it's quite what I brought in here. And then I think he's been having some of his guys or somebody else bring in some of the dirt, but he's wanting to get this kind of cleaned up now and take the spoils and kind of push over the top of there. He told me I could just bury everything, but that seems like a pain to do that. So I'm actually going to dig a hole kind of right there at the edge of that asphalt and put a little bit of this brush in there at a time. It was like completely dead, like no wind whatsoever. Now there's like a little gust of wind every now and then, but luckily we're right outside the city limits. But on the other side of those trees is where the city limits is at. There's actually a fire station right there, so I did stop and tell those guys what I was doing, so if they got calls they kind of knew what was going on. But yeah, the rest of it is wide open out here, and there's still water and stuff standing around there. So, and it's still fairly damp. I don't think anything will catch fire, hopefully, but if I keep the pile somewhat small, I don't think it'll be too bad, because it all is blowing straight out of the west. So, and there's nothing else for miles on this side, so hopefully the smoke won't be too bad. And see if we can't get some of this stuff burned and a little more organized. Yeah, I thought I'd come up here. It's got a pretty good low spot over here to my left. It had water in it even last summer whenever I was dumping stuff. So I don't think it's real deep, but it's probably deeper than what you think it is out there in the middle. So that was my thought, was to just push the stumps and stuff off in there, but which I may still end up doing. We'll just kind of see. But I just figured this was my most wide open spot. I really need to be when I start burning on the other side with the way the wind is. But there's a little bit of water standing where this stuff is, but I just thought I'd dig me a nice little pit. Figured I'd just do it right here. It's kind of wide open. It's kind of on the edge of everything. I can just pile my spoils over on top of there, and then when I get done I can just shove them back over the top. I thought about almost, there's a spot over there to open some of that up, but I don't know if it really matters if it's here or there. So I just don't know if I may start digging and it may just start filling up with water. I'm not 100% sure here what the ground's like, but I just thought I probably don't even really need to dig a hole, but I just thought it seems like I can get a little more stuff kind of stuffed down in there, and then maybe let some air get underneath it, but then it's kind of down below and already kind of buried, I guess. Was my thought process. But yeah, this clay is pretty wet still. I don't think some of this is going to take very long to burn, like that old cedar tree right there. It's probably going to go up pretty quick. So it's kind of nice being back in the 2150 too. It's been a little while. I guess the beginning of January is about the last time I ran this thing. So got the 2,000 hour service all done to it, so it's the first time using it since then. So yeah, I get my hole dug, and then we'll start burning some brush. I got my little pit filled in here with a lot of good dead stuff. I got this great big dead cedar tree. You can't even see it down there on the bottom. So I got my little propane tank with the little torch thing on there. I'll use it to get it lit, and then if I need to, I got a bale of straw and yeah, 90 gallons of diesel. So I think some of the stuff's dead. I may be able to just stick that thing down in there and it'll take off. And then, like I said, if we need to add a little diesel for some motivation, we can do that. So, and of course it seems like the breeze has picked up slightly, so oh well, we'll try to get it lit. Like I said, it's far enough out here I kind of watch it, and yeah, hopefully keep it under control. May be good to go now. That's the top or the end of that dead cedar tree. Like I said, it's on the bottom of there, so yeah, that'll go up pretty quick. So we'll just see how that'll take off and start burning this stuff. Say our fire's gonna take off. Maybe a little windy for I would think it would die down here shortly once that cedar's kind of burned up. Man, it's been hot. I have made great progress with this stuff this afternoon. So pretty much, well, that's like all the smaller stuff, and then here's some of the bigger stuff. I don't know, I think I'm gonna throw some of this in the fire later on, so I really doubt that guy wants to cut that stuff up for firewood. And then I got a little bit more to sort through there. That's mostly stumps, I think, but yeah. And then I just kind of got this mess right here. But this stuff being as dry as it was and that wind blowing, it did not take anything at all to get it burned up. So I'm actually gonna go grab me a sandwich and then come back here. And I'd like to just stack all this up on there now that the wind's calmed down and it's getting dark. Just stack it up one more good time this evening while it's good and hot, and then let that burn down. I don't have to worry about it. And then be back in the morning, and we should be able to probably finish this up. I guess get all this stuff stacked up and then figure out what I'm gonna do with the stumps, and then jump on the dozer and try to just start pushing this over. I don't know, I may not be able to cover that burn pit up. I don't know, I may have to just fill in around it and kind of leave it there. I guess, I mean, if I cover it up, I guess it may just burn underground, but may just try to push around it and everything, and then just use it for a future burn pit. As I said, he doesn't plan on doing anything with this anytime soon. So, but yeah, go grab me something to eat and come back and burn some more. Yeah, I have almost burnt everything that I was planning on burning. Now I'm down to kind of some of these smaller stumps I've been throwing in here, so. And it's about 8 o'clock. Went and got my sandwich and came back. The wind has died down a lot, so we are loading this thing up. So I'm probably just gonna work a little bit longer up tonight, but I'm gonna try to pile on quite a bit of this stuff and let it. I'll hang out for a while and kind of let it burn down, and then just check back in the morning and see how it's done there. But yeah, this is figure I had all these good hot coals, and like I said, it wasn't super windy. I just tried to pile as much of this small stuff on here as I could. So but yeah, we're about, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see now. I don't know, I'm just down to the corner next to the dozer where I've got more of the bigger stumps and then kind of some of the logs that guy wanted to try to salvage. So these are just some of the smaller stumps and chunks and stuff like that. So I thought as much as I could throw on here right now, and then maybe give it an hour or something, let it burn down before I go home. But yeah, I'm happy with the progress. I guess I'm not normally burning stuff that's been laying around for 4 to 6 months or whatever. So, but this is the nice part about being able to do this. I've talked to this guy, and if I have more brush clearing where I have to haul it off, he said I'm more than welcome to bring it out here. I may just have to come out here and burn this or do this every now and then, but that won't be a problem at all, because finding somewhere to take brush and stumps is getting to be extremely difficult. So this will be a nice little place to have and not have to tell anybody else about, so I can just keep using it. And then also, like, if I got fill or concrete or dirt or anything like that, I can bring out here and just got to kind of keep it dozed down. So, but the good news is there's a ton of room out here. So obviously we had it pretty filled up with brush, but